Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's reading for our full moon in beautiful, sunny, happy Leo. This energy is going to be really potent today on Saturday, January 23rd, as well as the 24th. So I'm encouraging, or your teams are encouraging you with these card readings this week, of what is that shiny piece within you that's looking for a little love and attention to be brought up, and potentially how could you use this in service to others, because Leo is opposite Aquarius. The sun is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is a humanitarian energy. It's all about service and sort of for the greater good, that all boats float to the top sort of an idea. And how could you use this star that's being shined out in your specific reading? How could you use that to better help the world? It's something you first need to integrate for yourself and pay attention to. And this full moon time is a time to do that. And then where is that pointing you then for a next step forward in your evolution and development for essentially helping all of us? Because in that effort, as you take that guidance on and you really think about how could I bring that up more often within me for the benefit of myself and others, particularly for you, you're raising your vibration by doing so. So it's important to just consider this, because I feel like this year is really starting off with a bang. We're being asked to bring it forward, to take action, to make things happen. A 9-year, we are not lining anything up anymore. It is about taking action, moving forward, okay? So for those that chose this beautiful purple amethyst, which that is connection with the divine, it's about your intuition. It's about really tapping into that spiritual wisdom that lives within you. It's not outside of you. You need to begin to see it as a source, a wellspring, if you will, of knowledge that is there and available. And your whole team is helping you with that, and they especially can come in to help when you call upon them. They're not going to override your free will, okay? So how perfect. We have a purple stone. And by the way, I have not looked at these cards, so. And we have lavender. Oh my God, this gives me the chills. So let go of anxiety. Lavender is all about chilling out. Just chill out. The card itself says, calm your nerves and you'll be able to hear the voices of your angels. So your team, that's this purple energy. This is divine wisdom. Your team is trying to get through to you. And your team doesn't just consist of angels or archangels or loved ones who have passed. It's all of it. It's many energies put together. A soul is made up of many pieces and parts that make up your unique soul signature. So what your soul, the star within that is looking to be embraced for you, is about letting go of really being too uptight. Maybe you're feeling kind of drawn in a million different directions, or like, oh my God, how am I going to make that decision? And what if I don't make the right decision? And what am I doing? And this is crazy. I'm kind of getting the feeling here that whatever you're contemplating, you need to just go with it. Because the reason that it came up, if you're contemplating something that is kind of a crazy ass decision and it came out of nowhere, like, and you're sitting there going, what the hell am I thinking? Sorry for those who don't like swearing. I'll try to be better. If you're trying to if you're drawn to want to do something that's kind of kooky, that's coming up for a reason. That is your team speaking to you, which it says in this card here. That is that divine energy, that divine spark. So what your team wants is encouraging with this Leo, bright, sunny energy of the full moon, which is casting the light on you, is to embrace that, to let go of the anxiety of the decision, or what you face ahead, or what is, you know, even the next minute going to bring. Let go of it. Let it pass by, and allow yourself to be as present as you can, and know that you were inspired in the direction that you're going, or that you're contemplating going, for a reason. That is divine spark. That is coming from within you, within your team, within your sphere of influence, but a broader, more expansive part of you. And I have to say that this month, a lot of people are experiencing these things. I am in my own life too, where you have a crazy idea and you just have to trust that it's coming up for a reason, and really tap into, like, okay, there is a reason for this, and I'm going to move forward with it. So trust your intuitive hits that come. That's this purple divine energy. You might be getting them. You might be about to get them with this full moon energy. And it's going to be something that is going to end up being ultimately of service to the world. And that could be because of your personal impact through the raise of your vibration, which helps to raise the whole consciousness, the collective as it's called. And or it's also how you affect and service other people. So your children, your spouse, friends, family, all of that matters, because the interconnectedness of the energy fields as we all intersect with each other is big things can happen for other people too. When you find yourself in a more expansive state, you are automatically affecting others. So please trust that and let go of anxiety. Just let it go. I want to say too here, if you don't have lavender essential oil, please consider getting some. And if you don't know where to get them, let me know. There's many inexpensive oils that you can find easily that could be just fine. And wearing a dot or two over the coming even months, I would say, would really help those who picked this card. So if you don't have lavender essential oil, look into possibly getting some, okay? That's coming up too. All right, so for the middle card, you have citrine, which is all about abundance. This really, it's a big money stone, but it's also abundance in all ways, and it's a cleanser. This is a stone that you don't have to cleanse after you work with it. It cleanses itself, so it's a very clean feeling. And I feel because of the shape, I have a couple of these, and they chose for me to work with this one for this reading. You're like pinpointing something here. That's what I feel like. And it is an increase, increase in vibration. It just has an upward momentum to it. And when I hold it, I'm always holding it at the base and like starting a vortex up. And so I get that feeling with this too. And the message of the card is take time for yourself. The tulip, which aren't we just heading into, not too far down the line, into tulip season here in the Northeast. Enjoy relaxation activities that nurture your soul. So this is about you, that star within that wants to be seen, is about really working in some things that you deeply enjoy. It's about really letting your mind go to a place that feels easy yet stimulating somehow. Perhaps you want to study something new or different. Perhaps you want to begin to work in a massage or a pedicure or something every month, once a month. Perhaps you need to take some salt baths. Perhaps you need to find, I'm thinking about the people in the winter, and I'm always drawn to water activities. My Pisces-ness coming out. Perhaps think about going to a facility that has a pool, if you're in a winter climate, a facility that has a pool, and even preferably a heated pool. There's something about getting in water that feels important here, because I look at these tulips, and the tulips really do require a significant amount. They need that nice fertile wet soil, and their petals are so delicate that, you know, they do really well when they're well hydrated. So it just feels like with the winter that many of us are in, that getting in some water, I mean, a nurturing activity. So you're really paying attention to what really feeds you and makes you feel good. And sometimes that can be also stimulation of the mind. What I feel like is whatever you are being drawn to when you think about nurturing activities. Enjoy relaxation activities that nurture your soul. What is it that makes you feel good? When I say that, what's the first thing that comes in your mind? What is it that makes you feel good? And really think about that, because there's something related to money, overall abundance in other ways, like your health, like your just well-being in the mind, because this is an abundance stone. So it also could be something that you could eventually make money at, and you really need to think about what those activities are. And that part of you with this new moon, or full moon energy, wants to come forward, because it wants you then to find a way to possibly even express that to the broader world somehow. So, and again, that can be, it's very individual. This is a general reading, so it's hard for me to get specific, but that could just be because you personally are very, your vibration is being raised by doing these activities, or it's something that you're learning or choosing to talk about and do more broadly in service to other people. And it could be paid work or not, but there's something about the abundance feature that is important with this message. So nice, beautiful. And this is also the Sun Leo energy here too, so it ties in very nicely with that. All right, then the last card was this green fluorite. Now the green fluorite, in my understanding, is about when there's a lot of chaos going on, and you really need, there may be a feeling of disorganization, and you're really needing to hone in and just get organized, get grounded, and don't get overwhelmed easily. It also helps with if there's too much electromagnetic activity in your field from using electronics or being in front of electronics for too long. This can help. But the big thing I'm getting is like a sense of chaos, too much going on at once, not able to focus. How am I possibly going to get this done? That sort of thing is what I'm getting. So this says, you are a spiritual teacher. Notice the purple coming in again for this card. It is the crocus. And it says, share your wisdom with others. You were born to teach. So there is, I'm thinking about this chaos energy, this need to ground and really get more organized. or know that you're capable of that. And then the spiritual teacher portion is about that you can take this literally, and you can certainly be looking into classes and such, or just starting to offer whatever calls to you in terms of being a teacher. But it almost feels to me like you've been there, done that before. Meaning whatever the disorganization is around, or the chaos, that your team is kind of sitting there waiting to help you, wanting you to pull them in, and just be open to their guidance. I'm just noticing the flower just being in this perfect open position, not like flat out, but just perfect to capture as much. It's as if there's rain coming down and you're capturing as much of that as you can. And it just feels like you need to let go of worry. Because, I mean, this stone feels really important for this particular card, that if there's a sense of ungroundedness or overwhelm is what I would say. If there's a sense of that at all, that you just need to know you've been here many times before, not only in this life, but many other lifetimes. And you've got everything, you're equipped, your team, which is you on an expanded level. You have everything, you're totally equipped to handle this. And so it's calling on that spiritual teacher part of you, which is all knowing. I mean, there's nothing we can't accomplish, but it's allowing yourself to be open to it and ask for help. And that's even asking for help from other people, but to trust that you've got it, and it's just one step at a time, and to be open. Okay. And certainly the other meaning here can be that the soul is really wanting you to explore more in this area of your spiritual nature. And because you have gifts within that are ready to come out. And that is, boom, that is the start of this year. That is what this year is all about. It's like there's no more hiding for people who have even a slight interest in spiritual topics. It isn't necessarily that you have to be doing Reiki on somebody, or doing card readings, or using crystals on people, or it isn't necessarily that. You might have a very different gift that wants to come forward. So that's kind of an alternative message to the sense of being disorganized or chaos or ungrounded, is just getting clear so that you can allow this gift to emerge with this Leo energy that we have in service to many. And again, it can just be by raising your vibration and maybe choosing to look at things from a different perspective, which has always been a part of you, but you've maybe never embraced that perspective before. It could be that wants to come forward too. So yeah, there's a variety of meanings for this, because of it being a general reading, it's a little hard to know which one it specifically is for you. But if any of those themes sort of come out, and definitely people who are considering any kind of spiritual work, even if it's work on the self, I want to say, that's important too, because it wants to be cleared, and cleared quickly. It wants to come forward and just like, boom, let's get going, because we're just in that type of a year. It's definitely a year of action. So there, so that's everybody's readings, and I hope that you all enjoyed that, and that you will take advantage of this full moon. If you can, I'm going to try to get out under the moon tonight if I can see it, and hopefully it won't be behind clouds. Get out and get some of that moon shine for yourself, because literally that lunar energy is very helpful in bringing up all of this star shine that's coming up. And as I was even thinking about this reading, songs often come to me. And the song that came to me for this full moon is by Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way. It feels like, you know, we all have to take this energy and be able to highlight something that wants to come up, what lights our heart up. What is that? And to bring it up and let it be and let it come forward. And maybe we don't work so hard. Maybe we don't push so hard. Maybe we're not so hard on ourselves. Maybe we're not disorganized. Maybe we're not overly organized, whatever it is. We're awful hard on ourselves. And Leo is a playful energy. That is the whole thing. And you need to go your own way. You need to know that you are a freedom being at your very soul, at your core. And so please, I highly encourage you to use this energy to think about yourself in that way, because it ends up being of service to many of us on this planet. So I hope you enjoyed this and enjoy the Leo energy and how that can manifest in the sun in beautiful Aquarius, which is service to all. So enjoy your full moon. Bye-bye.